Hey everyone, here we are on Cooking for Guido. Today we're going to make risotto with mushrooms. So we've got about 12 cremini mushrooms, we've got a clove of garlic and some parsley. We're going to cook that in olive oil separately. And then we've got a cup of Arborio rice, which is good for 2 full portions or 3 or 4 side portions. We've got half a cup of wine, white wine, any white wine you like. We've got a small shallot, and then some butter and some parmigiano cheese to finish. Okay, so we put a little bit of olive oil and about a tablespoon of water into our hot frying pan. We've added the garlic and the mushrooms. We're going to stir it around for 4 or 5 minutes and then add the parsley, and then we'll turn it off, set it aside to add to the rice later. Okay, so the mushrooms are ready. They look like that, ready to go. Set them aside. Now we've got about a tablespoon of olive oil going here. We're going to add the shallots and cook them first. Just a couple of minutes with the shallots. Watch you don't burn them. Medium heat. Stir them around. Again, you don't want too much color on them. You just want them softened a little bit. Now we're going to add the rice. Now we're going to toast the rice for about 2 minutes. This will help it to start to cook, toast, and it'll absorb the soup better as we go. So just a couple of minutes, medium heat, not too hot. Keep a good eye on it, okay? Okay, so it's been toasting for about 2 minutes. Now I'm going to add the wine just to get everything started. Just let the wine cook off so the alcohol evaporates, and it'll keep the flavor of the wine in your rice. Now we're doing this at medium heat. Okay, if it starts to boil too hard, just turn it down just a little bit, but medium heat is where we want. And we have 4 cups of broth, chicken broth, vegetable broth, whichever you prefer, and it's on a low simmer. That is 4 cups of broth to 1 cup of rice. It's a 4-to-1 ratio, approximately. Okay? So the wine's pretty much dried up, so now we're going to add 2 ladles worth of soup. And so we just keep stirring, and that's what you want. A good boil, not too vigorous, right to the end. If it gets any more aggressive than that, turn the heat down. The idea here is to have all of that chicken broth be absorbed by the rice, and it'll cook the rice at the same time. And so don't want to let it dry out. You want to continuously add the broth until it's all been absorbed, and this will give you a beautiful creamy textured risotto, which is what we want. So you can see that the rice is absorbing the soup stock. So at this point, we're going to add another ladle full. So you can see as it's absorbing the soup, how it's getting creamier. We're going in the right direction. It does take a bit of time, but it's well worth it. And the truth is, if it's too hot and it goes too quickly, you're going to use much more soup. So just slow and steady is the best approach, okay? when you start to see it come together, you realize, okay, it started with a little cup of rice and now it's growing. So you'll see how quickly this becomes a good meal for 2 people or a side dish for 3 or 4. Okay, so that's been going now for about 10 minutes. And you know, we may have about a cup or so of soup left, so we're in good shape. We're gonna add the mushrooms at this point. I seasoned the mushrooms lightly with salt and cooked them in some parsley and garlic. I don't put too much salt because the soup is salty, and then we're gonna finish off with some cheese, which is also salty. So you taste it at the end and adjust if need be. Okay, so we added the mushrooms, and now another ladle and a bit. And it's probably another 5 minutes, and then we'll be ready to let it sit and serve. Okay, so at this point, let's just taste the rice, see how it is. Okay, so it's got a good bite to it, a little more than a good bite to it. So probably needs another 5 minutes. So this is the last step. We're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of good parmigiano, 2 tablespoons of butter, the last little bit of soup stock, flame off, lid on, and we let it rest for 5 minutes. And then we'll be ready to taste. Okay, so it's been sitting for 5 minutes. Just stir it all in. It smells amazing. And as we normally do, a little touch of our extra delicious, extra virgin olive oil. Delicious. That was 20 minutes, start to finish. Not complicated, simple ingredients, just a few good ingredients. Please try it, enjoy.